Greg. Good evening, Greg.
Cola's watching.
Cola.
That is a theme song. That is a theme
Isn't that a good song? Ah, oh, good. Oh, I just hurt my neck when I did that. Wow. Just put my back out. Welcome to Two Tired Twats Comedy Podcast. My name is Betty Ross. I'm here with the very beautiful, talented, funny, wisecracking. Yeah, it's a good name for you, wisecracking.
Wisecracker.
Carrie Carabas is here.
Hello, Patty.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Before we introduce our guest, may I just say one thing? Ask me why there's no lid on my tea today.
Why is there no lid?
Because when I went in to the Korean market on the corner, the guy was wiping down the table where all the stuff was with this dirty old rag, and then he took all the cup lids and took the dirty rag and went around the sides of it.
Right, because he doesn't care if you die.
Do you know
Why
the
did
germs?
you have to point out that he was a Korean? It was a Korean.
I
Why
don't
are you
know
dragging-
that he was Korean, but
You
it was
said
the
it was a
Korean
Korean.
shop,
I'm
and the
saying-
guy
exactly.
had an Asian look about his
There
eyes.
you go.
So I'm not
Wow.
saying
Already we're getting
Well, he
letters.
wasn't
We're getting
Indian.
letters right now. Yeah.
he had a little eyes. We are here.
He had that slanty-eyed look.
He did. We are here with. He has 3 names, which is so
That's right.
exhausting.
Exactly.
Because you can't call him Brian McFadden because there are 87,000 Brian McFaddens.
Yes, there's a million of them, and that's why I had to use my middle name.
Brian
Yes,
Scott
yes.
McFadden. Why don't you just go Scott McFadden?
No,
Are there even more of
No,
those?
that's I got enough problems.
I got it.
I needed my first name. Plus, there was a boy band singer with my name, Brian McFadden, and he sort of got semi-famous.
Who's that?
So he takes the top of the Google.
He's from Ireland.
Oh.
And so he's a boy band singer in a band called Westlife. For
West
all of you kids. Yeah,
Life?
Westlife. Very popular with the kids back in the, 90s or
I
something.
do love Irish singers. I
Yeah.
love Irish. I was in Ireland. And
Yes,
I
lovely.
find them very sexy.
There's something about Ireland that's really great.
the
It's really
accent
terrific. It's fabulous.
gets
Speaking
me
of
horny.
sexy,
It's
Yes.
turn you on, isn't it?
no.
Both of you.
Speaking of sexy,
You're not that tired. you're starting to.
No, I'm
you're starting
tired.
You're starting
We're
to
tired.
perk up. I can tell. Something is getting to you, you little,
No,
you
but-
little vixens.
but
Both of you. We're going to have a
this-
three-way.
This fella Greg,
Yes.
he keeps saying Carrie's hot. Now either
There's a hot mama. You are.
yeah, no. Either the camera is making me look really good.
No, you're hot. Trust me.
No.
You get the big lips. The
And
whole
no.
thing. You get the long blonde hair. You get the big lips. You get the tits. What more?
Should've
do
You
said
might be looking at me.
Big hot mama.
No,
Big.
no. Now, listen, men like what they like, honey. He
The
likes
camera
it.
adds
He
3
likey.
points. Right, the camera adds 3 points to your.
3 points.
You're like many women. You could be a
Joey
7.
Cola's
You're a
in the
7,
house.
Now you're a 10.
Joey Cola. I need
10
the
with
key.
a 0.
He's
He
here.
needs the key. Is that your bit?
Yeah, that's my old bit. Yes.
I love
I'm
that he
my
remembers
closer.
everybody's bit.
Who's
Well,
that?
he does them every weekend.
Joey Cola said that?
No.
Yes, he said, what's
Joey-
I need the key.
That was my killer closer.
What was
That
because I don't remember the key. I remember the thing with
That-
the CNN guy
I
or the
saw-
BBC guy.
That was my father taught me. My father was a comedian, and he taught me always have a killer closer.
That's true,
Yes,
so that they can't
always-
follow you.
Yeah, they said always have a killer closer, and they won't remember anything you did before
Until the closer. I agree with that.
The last 5, if you crush in the last 5, they won't remember. So I always took that to heart. So I always had crappy openers, and I would it'd take me crowd, and that was my weak
What
point.
was your key closer?
I did this bit that still people come up to me and still.
And you don't do it anymore?
I don't do it anymore because it was you get to the supermarket, you go to the supermarket and you don't have enough money.
Yeah.
You've seen me do this.
I
I worked
do-
with you and did it in front of you.
Okay, do it again.
You go to the supermarket.
Can't-
you don't
Patty
have not
can't
enough
remember
money.
her
I can't
own
remember.
act.
I don't
Exactly.
remember my own
Right.
act.
I'll
It's
do
true.
you right. You don't have enough money to pay and it's like oh, and what do they say? The woman goes, "You don't have enough money? I need the key.
Oh, yeah.
I need the key. I don't know what this key is. I don't know who started this, and I don't know why they can't make a copy of it. Okay, that's what I want to know.
That's true.
Why do they always have to go
It's-
find
there's-
Gozar the keymaster?
No, but it's
you
true
know?
that the key is the key because the other day I brought back these rotten, clementines, and the girl goes, "I need the key."
Right, exactly. It's still going on. It's this unbelievable
There's
voodoo
only
ritual.
one key. You're
There's
right.
one
There's one
key.
key. I love
And
that.
Well,
they
the
have to get
manager,
it.
the
Yes.
manager has to hold on to that key because
Yes.
if you give it to the employees, they end up
Exactly.
using the key and avoiding
Right.
everything.
So no matter how high tech the world gets, they still need the key. Like we're in some medieval Game of Thrones thing where the one person has the magical
It's that
key.
lock key.
From
you know,
like
it's the one with the teeth.
Exactly. Yes, and it's the only thing that can do it, and everyone else is paralyzed, and you have to stand there. And so this bit was this really long bit with a lot of funny lines, and it was my closer for a long time. And that's why
Really?
it's
Well,
still
I love your
remembered.
other, like your BBC closer.
Thank you. That was my second big closer.
And then your other closer was what men and women.
yes,
what
that was
women
my
like.
third
That was
big,
your other big
that was
closer.
like, I had like 5 of them, and that's the latest
The
one.
rest of your acts
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, the
but-
rest of my
No,
act, all the
yeah.
closers.
I just
yes.
worked with them at Dangerfields this weekend. Who went on after you? Someone was like, "Oh my God, I hate following him."
I know, you're
Oh, I
hilarious.
don't
Pat
know who it
Dixon.
was.
Pat Dixon's like,
Oh.
you know, Pat Dixon doesn't move his mouth when he talks. He's like, "Oh my God, I gotta
very
follow
funny.
him. He goes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
gonna suck."
Ah.
He goes, he hammers. He's just like talking out the side of his mouth like he's had a stroke. He goes,
I know
"This
the
guy
feeling.
hammers, hammers, hammers."
Ah, that's funny. I don't know how to
You're
take
a
that.
hammer.
I
You're
don't know
a
how to
ha-
take.
you are.
You're
you
a-
take that positively,
No,
but then the person is
positively.
grumbling because you're like you've
No,
heard
he's
another
mad.
person. I
Why?
know,
He
but I
doesn't
feel
wanna
guilty.
follow you.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
following like
Yeah.
a guy like Joey Cola. It's
Yeah,
impossible.
That's
exactly.
horrible.
It's
horrible to
impossible.
After-
follow. Yeah, you
Joey-
can't. Or Carrie Carabas.
Not
Exactly.
true.
Yes.
What was the other thing I was gonna? You know, it's a bit I never saw you do. I'm sorry. and then I'm gonna-
Frankenberry. Joey's doing.
Oh, Franken.
You
I
have a
remember
Frankenberry
Yes,
bit?
Frankenberry.
yes.
I
What's your
remember Frankenberry bit.
You have a Frankenberry?
No, I don't. But I remember.
No, but you have a no. Wait, we'll get to the Frankenberry. But what's you said you never saw me do?
Do your jerk off bit. That is such a funny
What
bit.
is it? What is that?
I've
You go-
actually seen you jerk
You
off.
go.
Wait, what?
No.
Is this? Wait, is this
Hashtag
Harvey
us too.
Weinstein is mom?
Yeah, where
Me
you're
too.
saying somebody who brings a girl into a room to jerk off in front of
Oh
the whole
yes,
point.
yes. Oh,
What's
the
the whole
new.
po-
It's a new bit.
Yeah, that's new.
Oh, okay, yes.
The
yeah.
whole point is what?
The whole point is that men are luring women back to their hotel rooms and masturbating in front of them,
Right.
which never made sense to me because that was the thing I used to do when I couldn't get a woman to go back to my room.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
what, I love
Makes
that
no
bit.
sense.
It doesn't
makes
make any
no
sense.
Exactly.
Bring her
And
back so
how
she
bad
can
is your
jerk you
game?
off.
How bad is your wooing technique?
Yes.
If the best erotic scenario you can manage to orchestrate when you have a woman in your room is to do the very thing you didn't need her to be in there to do in the first place.
Exactly.
Makes no
I love
sense.
that bit,
Exactly.
the jerk off.
I
I still
love
do it. I
that.
still do it.
I
yeah.
don't understand the whole jerking off thing. Oh, the picture that I found of you
Yeah.
on the thing.
Oh yeah.
You're on a horse.
Yes.
You are like Putin on the fucking horse. He's on a beach.
Yes.
There's an ocean
A
behind
little
him.
heavier, a
in
little
a
heavier.
leather jacket.
You think he was heavier then?
You looked a little more
I
solid.
might have been. I might have a little
You're
deeper.
wearing, yes, a leather or a suede jacket.
Leather
Now,
jacket.
what were you taking
Did you
these
want a
pictures?
story with that?
So
Yeah.
you want to get laid, or what was
No.
happening?
I was with a girl. We were
Okay.
horseback riding on the beach.
Okay,
Okay.
What girl was this? Is this
It
on
was
the road?
it was a Russian girl.
Oh, see you.
Okay. It was
No, it
Russian
wasn't.
girl.
No.
I was
Got it.
dating at time. I was dating
See,
woman
they
from
love
Russia.
a
Oh, I thought
guy
you
on
said
a horse.
And I
vaping.
always used to go horseback riding. So I brought her on the beach and we went horseback riding. But it was in fall or spring. So I had the jacket and the girl.
Wait
and
a
the
minute. Where do you get a horse on a beach? You go to a beach.
This
you're
was
like,
Atlantic
where's the
City.
Horse?
This was in Atlantic City.
But where's the horse? Where
No,
do you go
they
to
used
rent
to
a
have-
horse?
No,
They
you
bring
used-
them.
You know that no one remembers this, but for a month period, some guy decided
To do
open-
horse rides.
to do
To
horseback rides
riding
on the beach in Atlantic City. Don't
You're
even ask.
shitting me.
I'm
but
not even
don't
making
they
it up.
shit on the sand?
Yes, that's why they stopped. Why do you think suddenly
Really
somebody realized that this is not the best idea?
Yeah, they piss
But
like.
don't they
Yeah.
have like a bucket that goes under their ass when they
Yeah,
walk?
That's what they,
That's what I have now.
yes, so we have that.
I've been
Thank
shitting
you
my
for that.
pants lately.
There's a
so that's
visual
what-
Well,
that
look,
we all
here's
need.
what
Yeah.
you're. Every time I see an ad for you
Yeah.
at either at Governor's or whatever comedy clubs you're
Right.
working,
Yes.
it's an old headshot. You need to bring in the
Oh, I know,
salt
the
and
whole- I
pepper
know,
look.
I know, I
You
know.
got a good look
I
going
know,
on
I know,
now.
I know.
Well, so people are coming to Governor's to see
I know,
a
they're like
young hot
kid.
guy,
Yeah.
and they're getting
No.
grandpa.
No, I finally got.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Carrie usually insults our guests
yes,
within
I
the
noticed
first 5
that.
minutes.
It was like really.
It's a good thing you're not short.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
I
that-
guess that would be brutal.
I'm
If
not
she's brutal on the.
Or bald.
I'm 6'2",
She goes,
so good.
Yeah, that's
We're
good.
good,
And
we're
you just
good.
have hair. And it looks like real hair. So
It's real hair. Yeah.
Somebody wants to know: did you pay for the horse or the Russian girl?
Who said that?
Greg.
Greg, very
both, and the
funny.
horse is more.
Did Felipa.
Okay. Yeah, that was good.
Oh
I
my
like that.
God!
Very good.
D-Train said I took the horse back to my room to watch me jerk off.
That's hilarious. I love callbacks.
funny. They're
We're getting,
funny,
we're
I
these
want to
getting your
get
audience.
that D-Train on the show.
That's
Yeah, why not? We got to get and Garen, Dan Garen,
Yeah, there
also
you go.
who's a
I
comic.
know,
He's
he's
very
good.
funny also.
But,
So, go ahead.
What was the question?
I don't know.
Oh, the
do we
hair
have a
thing.
question?
Oh, yeah. I've been
Plugs,
lazy,
plugs,
and I finally
no
found a
plugs.
hairstyle that I
No,
like.
he's got great hair.
Yeah, I can see the root. You're doing
finally-
good.
Yeah, I finally like I like the longer hair, and so now you're right. I have these headshots where I'm just completely.
Because you're
I look like
still
a skinhead.
You're
in my-
still a good-looking guy.
Thank you.
You are. You
got
still
that
have it.
Richard Gere thing with the white going on.
Oh, Jesus, this is so good. I'm gonna come.
But
on this
without
show
the
all
gerbil
time.
in your ass.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Whoa! Hurtful.
But she had to put that in the gerbil.
Well, that's how I relate.
Oh!
That's how I relate. No.
Remember how that was a thing?
That
the
was
gerbil.
The gerbil, it's still a thing.
Yeah,
They
but,
go
but
that's
we don't
what
know
they
if
say.
Richard
You don't know if it's
Gere
true.
did that.
No, I heard.
No. It's
They did.
Go to any get OR stories.
Oh, really?
I heard.
I mean emergency room stories.
Oh,
They
okay.
said
ER
that not
story.
only gerbils. I remember talking to this one person. They said light bulbs. They'd find broken
Yeah,
light bulbs
yeah.
up asses.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can't really shit that out
Maybe,
without
okay.
pain.
Wow.
Maybe that's what.
You know,
broke
once it breaks, you're like, ah,
which end goes
Why
in?
would
fuck.
you- Yeah. Why
now
would
I gotta get this surgically
What was
removed.
the motivation there? That there was a backstory?
They
which
wanted
explains-
their ass got an
excuse me.
idea.
Yeah. Bang.
I feel like a penis is big enough. Like,
Yeah.
why would you need
Yeah.
now
Tom-
a light
How
bulb?
would Thomas Edison feel about this? He finally you go out of your way to invent something that's going to change the world, and decades
And
later,
people are
some guy goes,
abusing it.
"You know what? Let me see some if I can jam this up my ass." Like Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin
Get a
and said, you
tungsten
know,
up there.
yeah,
a
exactly.
tungsten, very good.
Oh,
Oh, Adam.
Well,
Yeah,
if
but
you
go!
want to be historically accurate, you got to put a tungsten up your ass.
wow, that's good.
Now,
Tungsten, yeah.
we always have to find out in the beginning, still with the girl or what?
Yes,
Oh, the same girl?
Same girl, yeah.
From the last time
How
you did our
long?
I
show?
think so. When
How
was
long?
that?
Like
Yeah,
2
what-
years ago?
Yeah, yes.
Same
yes,
girl?
Yes.
What,
I know.
do you say her name or no?
Gail, yes.
Gail?
She's got a rent control apartment.
no, I
You
do.
live with her?
Right, I do. Yes.
She lives with you.
Yes.
And now that I'm
And?
married, I'm going to ask
Oh,
everyone,
yeah,
why
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
you married?
Because I have issues, right?
Mother
Right?
issues?
Oh, big time, yeah.
Your
I had a
mother was
crazy
something.
mom.
Oh, you had a crazy.
Oh,
See, I love
yeah,
these stories.
Crazy mom.
Here is what I've been
Ooh,
waiting for.
Crazy mom.
What was wrong with your mother? Tell us everything. Is
she
she
was
dead?
a
It's like I
Stage-
feel like I'm looking at my son talking right
crazy
now.
stage mom. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, she was a stage mom.
Stage mom, yeah. Crazy
Oh
stage
no!
mother, yeah.
And would she just drop you off places?
No, she took me into auditions, but the worst part was that she didn't go for what she wanted in her life, you know.
So
and
you had to go
So
for
her
it.
children became the carriers of
this what I
her
did to my daughter?
artistic ambitions.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
And so I would go and perform, and she'd be like, "Okay, here's what you did that I didn't
she'd
like."
critique you?
Oh my God, brutal! Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah. So
Was she pretty?
Yeah, very
And your father like
handsome,
let her
dashing guy. Right?
Really?
But
And
my
he
father was a performer too, and they were both performers. My mother was a water ballerina. She was in
fucking
water
water
ballet. She was one of the first. She's in
Oh,
the
that's
Swimming Hall of
great.
Fame.
You ever-
She's
you
in the
ever seen
Swimming
that?
Hall of
do.
Fame.
I love it. Swimming hall. I didn't know there
Yeah.
was a swimming
Yes,
hall of
there's
fame.
a Swimming Hall of Fame. My mother was one of the first synchronized swimmers of all
Get
time.
out. So she
yes.
had a good bod.
Oh, big time. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, she was hot.
And it was just you, so all the focus was on you. You
Yeah.
had a-
Well, no, older brother, younger sister, and
Oh.
and none of them
Why
turned
didn't she
out.
push those people?
Oh, she did.
She did, but
yeah,
They're
they
all
didn't turn
screwed
out
up.
well. It's a mess.
what do you
don't
mean?
wanna know.
Are they in show business?
Oh, my brother didn't make it.
What do you
okay?
mean make it? He's dead?
Yes, he is.
Oh
yes.
no!
Yes, yes.
What did he
He
die
drank
of? Are we
and
He took
allowed?
pills.
Drink.
Pills?
Yes. He
Oh
ended-
my God!
Yes.
This is a comedy.
I know you're
I'm always
you're
saying
probing.
to people, "Tell me about your shitty." Fucking half the people go, "Oh, I didn't have a shitty childhood. Everything's great." I
Oh,
feel like
please.
the true comics. See,
Really?
you're really funny.
Yeah,
That's
come
why
on.
you had the shitty
Oh,
childhood.
it was horrible.
How about Titus? Chris Titus, his mother blew her brains out.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
on
At the Thanksgiving.
kitchen.
Yeah.
No,
No,
in
no.
the kitchen table, and the
Yeah.
kids were in the other room, and they
Yeah.
heard the gunshot.
Yeah.
And they ran in and saw their mother bled out.
Oh, that's why he's fun. Now, how'd your mother die?
Oh, she's still with us.
Oh, she's not.
Patty.
but she's
Thank
not
you for
dead.
asking,
How do
yeah.
you? Well, do you think she'll listen?
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
she listen?
No.
She's not gonna
Patty!
listen.
not gonna listen
How do
to
you
this.
ask somebody if their mother's dead?
I'm gonna call my
Why
mom and
wouldn't
say,
I ask that?
"Mom, listen to two tired twats." Okay, gotta put that on. She's not Right, I don't think that's going to be a phone call.
So she's a ballerina swimmer.
Yeah, she's in the Swimming Hall of Fame. She became a swimming coach.
Oh, my
She
God.
performed
my
in
God.
these old touring shows. My father was the MC of the show. He was a comedian and a singer, and so they met that way. And, And
Now, when you became a comic, was
Yeah.
your father... Now I need the next good story.
Yeah.
Was your father jealous of you?
Yes.
He was. I
Yes,
knew it.
big time.
He was jealous big time because you're funnier than... Is he alive?
No.
Well,
Okay, good.
here's
Now
the thing.
you
The
can talk about
father,
him.
though, did voiceover
Yes.
work.
My
He-
father was a very successful man, and I love my father. He was
You
my
love
inspiration.
him.
Oh, I adored my father.
Yeah, he was
Like
a
You
very-
adored him.
Oh, yeah.
Joey Cola said he was a voiceover guy.
Yes,
Very,
he was Frankenberry, the voice of Frankenberry
Oh, yeah,
cereal. I
yeah.
used to do that joke
that's
all the
the
time.
joke.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the son of Frankenberry.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
got strawberry flavored sweeties. That was my father.
You could probably do it again if Frankenberry was.
If it comes
they
back.
Had it. They had it, but they don't have
They
it
don't have that.
anymore. Yeah, so
because it was killing children.
yeah, no, well, oh, wow.
Don't say
I
that.
boy, I'm really finding out a lot about
Did
dark
he?
history. Yeah.
Did he teach you the voices or
that,
no?
that was one thing that when my father was really cool. If I said, Dad, I remember one time I go, Dad, I need to do a voice for a football coach. It's an audition, and it's a voiceover for a football coach. My father goes, do Eddie Mayhoff. And I was like, who's Eddie Mayhoff? And my father said, he's perfect. He was an old guy, and he would always play the football coach in all these old movies. And he sounded like this. We're going to go out there, boys. We're going to fight. We're going to go. We're going to hit them hard. We're going to hit them hard. We got to nail them. We're going to go, and fight. And so I didn't know the guy, so I said, all right, that's why I did the audition. I booked the job because
Really?
no one knew who Eddie Mayhoff was or whatever.
And it's
So
a distinct voice.
yeah,
it
it's a
doesn't
very-
sound like
and
a
my father was
generic
like
voice.
my father was like a voice genius. He
Really?
had tons of voices. He was master of impressions. He did lots of impressions. That's where I got the ear from. I could do voices because I just grew up around my father doing Paul Lynde around the house and
Oh
Do
my
Paul
God.
oh how wonderful. I'm on with the two tired twats. It's wonderful. Their twats are tired. No, they're going to be more tired after the show.
Oh, remember that guy?
And my
I
father
loved him.
did the best Jack Benny. He did a Jack Benny impersonation. It was dead on. So he did a cartoon called what the hell was the name of it? Cool
You're
McCool
looking
Secret
at
Agent.
Adam like he
Cool
was
McCool.
born
I don't know.
yesterday.
I'm
Adam wasn't
just
even
Google.
born
I
yet.
thought
He doesn't
maybe
know who.
Adam was
there was a
born
cartoon
yesterday.
called Cool McCool Secret Agent that my father did. It was a secret agent, and danger is my business.
Ah.
I've got a gun. Don't try anything. And my father would do Jack Benny. And I never even watched Jack Benny, but I know how to do it because my dad did it all the time around the house.
But here's
wow.
the thing. I
Mhm.
think back in the day when we had cartoons growing up, I think you're the same age as me, around in the 50s.
Same cartoons. It was different.
Right.
Cartoons, yeah.
There were more voices, like crazy voices, and then
Mel Blanc.
Oh, yeah.
They
Mel
were like
Blanc, Jaws
genius voice
Butler.
guys.
Yeah.
you
yeah,
know?
today's cartoons don't have that. The
Yeah, why is
voices
that?
aren't that. I don't hear the voices being that great. Like we had, remember Mush Mouse and
Yeah. Well, a lot of those
Yes,
voices.
yes,
No, a
yes,
lot
yes.
of those voices actually were politically incorrect now. Because, if you.
Like the
really-
Mexican voice. What
Yes,
was that?
that was- Yeah, exactly. Like, no, not, what was that? Anyway, I'm
I
adding
don't
Adam
remember.
again.
And
I
he
don't
had
know
a
why I
big-
keep turning.
He had a
That-
big
that
fucking
actually-
sombrero on
yeah.
his head.
You're talking
Speedy
about-
Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez, and he
Yeah.
had like gun bullets
yeah.
going down the front
Yes,
of him.
yes.
Yeah.
Gun goes. That,
Yes.
and then you can't even do like
Pepe Le Pew
yeah,
was like,
Pepe
"Ooh,
Le Pew
jippa,
was like a French guy.
jippa-da-da."
And then there was Foghorn Leghorn,
Oh, yeah.
which was a
Yeah.
character
I say-
from
I say-
Amos and Andy, which
I
was
say-
named
I say-
I say boy, I say there,
Oh, so
boy.
it was a black voice.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't
It was
even
from
know
Amos
that.
and Andy. It was Kingfish from Amos and Andy. So all those voices, you can't do those no more because that was I say
yeah,
boy,
it's so
get in there,
politically
boy, and get out of there.
I mean, you can probably do them if you're black,
yes, you can do
but
them
not
right.
a.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So wait, and the sister? What's the sister doing now?
She's in human resources. My mother wanted to have a daughter, and so she had a son, my brother Jeff.
Right.
Okay. And then she wanted a daughter because she wanted to dress her up and put her in dance class and put her in
In the
and so-
swimming pool.
And
in
she's a
swimming pool.
lesbian.
And she wanted desperately to have a daughter, and then I came along, right? So I was the second kid.
Oh,
And so
what
the
a
daughter.
she was
disappointment.
not happy. She was very unhappy about my arrival.
Did
right?
she dress you up?
No, I don't no. Back then, now she does. But no, we didn't have that back then.
Oh,
but
yeah.
anyway, then my sister came along, and my sister was the one child who didn't want to be in show business. That's how
Really?
that's how God messes with you. Like my mother's like, I want to have a daughter that I can put in dresses and take her to dance class.
The new
and go
Shirley
to,
Temple.
And my sister was like, no, I don't like dance. I don't want it. She didn't want anything to do with it. So then,
Why a lesbian, Patty?
Yeah, I know exactly why.
Because you said you wanted to dress her up. Your mother wanted to dress her up in cute little outfits.
No, she was not. Yeah.
But if you're a lesbian, you're not gonna let your mother dress you up in cute little outfits. You're gonna be a lesbian, right?
Yeah,
Be a
is that
lipstick
really?
lesbian.
Well, I guess you could be a lesbian.
Is that John Benet Ramsey was a lesbian? Is that?
Oh my
I
God,
don't know.
a John
Right,
Benet
right,
Ramsey
right.
reference.
Like, yeah, I know exactly. I
is
just
so-
pulled that one out of my ass along with a filament light bulb, right? Whatever. Callbacks. Anyway.
So because of your mother,
Yes.
you cannot marry your girlfriend.
No. That my yes. That's no. I mean, I'm
Maybe.
maybe. Who knows? But
But do you
the
want
point is-
kids?
No,
No.
I don't think I'm like at that point where now I could probably have a kid.
Well, let me ask
Now,
you a
yeah,
question.
Yes.
The brother passed away before children,
Yes.
so if you don't have children, the McFadden name dies
Yes,
here.
everyone tells me that. Yeah.
Dies here.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you and me get along.
Who cares if the name
My
does?
eggs
Gary,
died
right,
and dried
yeah.
up a long time ago.
What is the deal with the name going on? Like, men are so weird about the
I
name.
didn't bring it up. She did.
Who gives a fuck about the name going on? You want the name to go
I
on?
don't give a fuck, but I don't care if the McFadden fucking name.
No,
goes
but I mean, what about the
Thank
Carrie
you.
Caravis name?
Yeah,
goes on?
that
yeah,
pisses
the
me
Carrie
off that I
Caravis
have
name.
to take his name.
Well, you don't have to take his name.
You're
Yeah,
right, but
exactly.
it's gonna. But it's not. Then it wouldn't be the name.
Well,
We
but,
all make
but I have
choices.
Rossborough, but who gives a fuck if I have Ross? Like, why do I need the Ross? I don't have an
You
attachment
could have been
to my name.
Kornfeld.
Yeah, it could have been maybe. But, like, why do you need your name to go on? It's not like you're going on,
Right.
you know?
I
Do
don't
you
know.
see what I'm saying?
People
My
always say
heart
that, so I
will
said it.
go on. Everybody.
Before
join
your
in.
girlfriend, were you like one of those guys who like stands by the bathroom and tried to pick up girls after shows?
No, they would hit on me.
They would hit on you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I
What
couldn't
is it with
believe
guy
when I could
comics?
not believe it when I went out to Vegas and I first performed there. I didn't have to do anything. Like I've never had to work less. That's why I don't understand the whole masturbating thing. I was always like, "What? What do you? Why?
Yeah, what would
really?"
they
You know
do?
why? Because he's not threatening.
He
Yeah.
is a
isn't-
non-threatening
Right,
male.
yes,
Yes.
He's a non-threatening male. No,
Like, good or bad? I don't
no,
know.
Oh,
that's
that's
in
good.
Yeah.
That's in a good way.
Yeah,
Like,
He's the boy next door.
you don't seem like a player,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and that's the guy who is the player.
Who is that?
Yes.
Exactly. But wouldn't it be awkward when you don't know them and they come back to your room? Do you talk
No.
first?
Oh,
that's
sorry.
so- that's
You were
right.
talking
It
to
was
him?
like-
I'm sorry, I was talking to him, Carrie.
I couldn't believe like when I was on the road. I was just like women would just like
Throw themselves.
yes.
in.
But what do you don't know how to make them have an
Didn't
orgasm?
that scare you? Like maybe these girls
No,
have
I mean it
some
didn't
sort
scare.
of a disease?
No, because I have a really good psycho detector, thanks to my mom. Like seriously,
that's
oh
true.
my god!
So
I
you
can
can
spot-
tell when someone's
oh,
nuts?
yes.
What do you
I'm
think about
really
Carrie
good.
and me? What do you think?
Let's not get into that. Right? There's
So
a
wait a
lot of
minute.
dysfunction junction in this room. Right?
So,
Well, more
Right?
that
yeah,
side.
Yeah,
yeah, I am crazy. I
yeah.
even said that the other day to
Uh-huh.
Kevin. I'm fucking nuts. But
yeah.
but
well, you're a comedian. It helps. It's hard to not be that way.
yeah.
Well, you know, Victoria
when your kids go to college, you got no one in the house. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, yeah, I remember fucking. I like it. I like it.
It's a feeling. I don't have the feeling anymore.
The feeling down there, or you mean in your
whole brain?
Your erotic energy has fled.
Yes, it's menopause. It's called
It is menopause.
Your libido drops to zero.
Your hormonal,
But
yes.
wait a minute.
I mean, I still fuck my husband because he needs to get fucked.
Yeah.
But I'm not going, oh, I
She
can't
throws-
wait.
She throws him a
Right.
bone.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, he throws me the
That's
bone.
awful nice.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, I should never pee while I'm doing a show
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sweating like a motherfucker in here.
Why am I not finding...
So you only had one psycho guy?
One psycho guy that I went out with,
Right.
and he was nuts.
What happened?
I had a few
in what
psycho
form
guys.
did the nuts take?
Well, I don't even want to say because what if he's stalking me? But he would leave me all these messages because he thought I was cheating on him. This is when I was in my 20s.
Oh, okay.
And he was way too good looking for me. Like, you know when someone's like a male model?
Right.
And I'm going, well, I know a male model shouldn't be interested in me. So right away, that was my red flag that I should have listened to, but I didn't.
Okay,
So anyway,
so, yeah,
he
so
just turned into a really scary
how long did you
person.
date this person?
A few months.
Okay, all right.
That was it.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
that was the end. And then, you know, he'd show up at shows and so I'm walking off stage.
Yeah.
and-
I had a chick following me.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Really?
This was the craziest
This is-
thing.
this
At
is hot.
first, no.
is
she-
hot.
Whoa, this is hot.
What
go,
did she look
go
like?
slow.
Adam.
Carrie. Talk
She
slow.
looked like Adam.
She looked like Adam. She was Adam.
She sounds
We're
hot.
restarting.
What happened? You met him
Sorry,
at a
we
show.
lost you people.
He saw you at a show.
She saw me at a show,
Yeah,
and
she saw you at a show.
then she's like came up to me after a show. Back then I was
Wait,
young.
what did
Adam
she
in-
look like?
Was
What
it
did she
Adam in a
She
wig?
was like she was like
She
a
was-
hardcore
Yeah.
Like Tootsie.
lesbian.
Okay.
Okay.
Hardcore
Got
lesbian, right.
With the jacket, with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pockets, with all the stuff
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
The
pockets.
pockets.
In the
The
shirt.
pockets are
A lot of
lesbians?
Yeah,
filled
yeah.
up pockets in the shirts and the pants, all filled up with
Okay.
stuff.
That's true. Lesbians do have a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
things
a
in
lot
their
of
pockets.
Keith Anthony does a joke how
What's he
she's
say?
got like a ladder, a fucking wrench.
Right.
Ah.
A wrench. That's funny.
But he's right,
Yes.
because there's a lot of shit in their pockets. So anyway,
Yeah.
she came up to me after the show. She's like, "Oh my God, I think you're great." But I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, whatever."
Oh, no.
Then all of a sudden, I'm doing Nyack. Remember that club in Nyack?
Down in the basement, the jazz club?
I don't remember. Whatever.
Tickles? What was it called?
Something like that. Something
like that.
stupid.
I know.
like
It's like
that.
usually. they're always
Tickles,
like-
ha-has.
All of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sudden, she's
Titters.
there, and
Oh,
she's like,
no.
"Oh, I saw
Oh,
that you were here, and I really."
no.
Oh, no.
Okay, fine, whatever. So then all of a sudden, it started becoming like obvious that this girl was everywhere I was. Everywhere.
Right.
I went upstate. I was like 2.5
Really?
hours away. She was fucking shows
No,
up.
she...
No.
I
Wow.
started to get creeped out, and all of a sudden, one night, I'm ready to go on stage at this theater up in like Burlington, Vermont, and they go, "Carrie, you have a phone call."
Oh no.
So I run,
Oh, it's
and I'm
fucking
at the
horrible.
backstage. There's a stage, there's a wall phone. They go pick up that phone. So I go, "Hello?" And it was like kind of noisy. And she's like, "Hi, Carrie, it's Eddie." I don't remember her name.
Right.
I'm like, "Who?"
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "It's me." And I go, and then I'm still like not aware of who the fuck it is.
yes.
And then all of a sudden I realize it's this fucking psycho. She goes, "I just want to tell you to break a leg, have a great show, and I'm so sorry I couldn't make the show
Oh, my
tonight."
God.
In Vermont.
She thought you were her girlfriend, even though you gave her no...
What the fuck? I go,
Wow.
"Thanks, I gotta go." Click.
Wow.
And then I was like so spooked by this girl.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
But it just faded off. Either that or something happened to her.
Yeah, and I wonder, like
I
What do you mean
married
something
her.
happened to
something
her?
happened to her.
Well, then she just, I never heard
What
from
do you mean,
It'd be
Carrie?
a shame if something would have happened
But
to
if
her.
some Greek person beat
Yeah,
her up
yeah.
and broke her
No,
kneecaps...
something
Oh, what a
happened to her.
bummer.
Meaning, I don't know, maybe
She met her watery grave.
maybe
You know. Oh, what a shame.
Maybe
Something
she
bad
met
happened.
a
She's
girl.
in the East River. I don't know what. Maybe she thought I was performing there, 6 fathoms down.
Maybe she,
The Hudson.
Fathoms.
maybe
Exactly.
she transitioned.
No, you know what I
Makes
think?
podcasts.
I think
Yeah,
she
she did.
might have found.
And we have her right here. We have a good surprise for you.
I
And
think
Adam, do you have something to say?
I
Yeah.
think she found someone and moved on
Yeah, sure. Thank God.
because I wasn't going
crazy.
that way.
Yeah, crazy.
Adam, you ever have a girl go after you like that? Like at your day job or anything where they show up every morning and, hi?
Not every morning, but yeah, there are certain kinds of women that are very persistent. We'll just say that.
Yeah, what's up with
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
Why don't they take a
I
hint?
think there are plenty of guys that are the
Well,
same
that-
way.
that-
It's creepier
yes,
probably for
yes,
guys
yes.
because they can pin you down. And
Yes, we could kill you.
Yeah,
right.
that
Which
is the
usually-
difference,
so
that
that
men
is the
can
big
kill you.
difference. But being a guy and you have a woman who's interested in you and you sort of feel like she's a bit off and crazy.
Yeah, but you
Like-
kind of like it too, right?
No, I was always wary of that. Like,
Oh, you were?
oh my God, yes. I had a very serious sensibility for that. If a woman was in any way, shape, or form, I got this crazy vibe, I would just tap dance and get her out of the room, or just go, hey, you're very nice, and I wouldn't sleep with her. I would just be like, okay, I'm getting the psycho vibe, so let's not, because I just would that
That
drove me
movie,
nuts.
Fatal Attraction,
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
really made men
Yes,
think.
yes,
Because that girl went psycho.
yeah, boiling people's
And
rabbits.
women do go psycho.
Yeah, well, that's
And
what
they
the whole
make up
thing
lies
about the,
about you. If you fuck them, they can say shit about you.
I know. Well, that's the thing about the whole Me Too movement, which I support. But
I
every guy
support
has
it too,
stories.
but
every
yeah.
guy has stories of like a crazy woman whose version of events
Yeah.
doesn't quite jibe with what I remember happening, or
Right,
everything.
right.
You're like, oh, whoa.
I think
okay.
it is scary for guys now because I do think
You
that
can ruin a guy's life if you're lying.
that girl who you just did that show, Adam, with Kilstein. What's the Jamie
Jamie
Kilstein?
Kilstein,
oh yeah.
He said that, like, they
Yeah.
said that he was abusive and a blah blah blah
Right.
blah blah blah, and he says that it was
Well,
consensual.
it was just plain old adultery.
Yeah, he was
But-
fucking around
but-
on his
Right.
wife.
She was trying to make it seem like
Right.
he
Like
lorded
he-
his power over her.
Yes, and he lured me, and he goes. Meanwhile, she had told me on the
What does
way
that
to
even-
the
what does
thing,
that even-
I
What
love
does that
getting
even mean?
Well,
jizzed in the face. And he goes, well, I kind of took that as if you like being jizzed in the face,
Right.
maybe she wants to. Why would you tell a guy that?
Right.
Well, yeah,
Wait a
because
minute.
I would
She
never
told
say
him
that.
that she wanted that, and then he did it, and then she said
Yes.
that you abused me.
Yes, and then yes.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
Here-
about.
here-
That's the
she's-
kind of thing.
Well, she said, I like to get jizzed in the face, and he took it wrong.
What other way
He
is there
he
to take it?
misinterpreted it.
He
Yeah.
misinterpreted.
That doesn't
She
always-
meant
when
by someone else.
When a girl says she wants to get jizzed in the face, it doesn't always
Doesn't mean she wants to get jizzed in the face. She's just saying she wants to
You
get
gotta
jizzed in the
read
face.
Between
It
the
means
lines.
she doesn't
Read
want
the
to be
subtext.
jizzed anywhere near her face, is what she's saying.
Or,
Right?
that may-
Or to be jizzed at all.
A lot of times it just means she wants you to hold the door for her.
Yeah, exactly. Or she just wants to be friends.
Exactly.
If a woman says, "Please,
platonic.
jizz all over me, please, that's what I want," that means let's be friends.
The jizz-
It's like,
Okay.
I don't want to have sex.
I
with
have
you.
a
Yeah.
great story. My
Go ahead.
I go
I'm
home.
sure you do.
Carrie has a million great
I
stories.
love
It's
the fact
not
that Carrie heard
involving-
jizzed in the face, and that's a
I
segue
got
for
a good
Carrie.
story.
That's a
I
segue for
gotta-
Carrie.
listen, it's not a jizz story.
All right. Well,
Even
I
though
got
I've had a
few,
few
but
jizz
anyway.
stories on guys whacking off in the car.
Wait,
So
what? Wait, I want to go back to that. Wait.
guys
go
are
ahead.
weird. Guys
I've
are
had
freaks.
whack off guys too.
Guys
Go
with
ahead.
that.
What does that
driving.
mean? They would
You're
just
dri-
start jerking
yeah,
off in the
Public.
car?
in
They
the
jerk
car.
off in front of you when you're.
In
No,
the
no. I
car.
mean, on a date.
Yeah.
Well, for her it was a date.
Oh, okay.
For me, it was a date.
For me, it
wasn't
was-
even a date. I didn't want to go out with the guy.
Okay.
Anyway, he had to
But he
drive
was
me home.
fixed up by her sister.
Yeah.
It's like that
But they
Seinfeld
didn't
episode.
know. She didn't know he was a sick fuck.
Well, no.
Okay.
But anyway, so now I have kids, and I Google, watchdog.com. If you go to watchdog.com, if you punch in your zip code, it'll tell you where all the pedophiles are.
Okay.
Yes, that's good
So
to
all
know.
of a
Okay,
sudden,
that's good to
I
know.
look, and the thing lit up like a Christmas tree. I was like, "What? How many fucking pedophiles are there?
There
Or
are a
sex
lot.
offenders
Okay. In the area
in the area?
Okay.
They have to disclose that to you. You have to know."
where they are.
This
Wait.
is new, though. They didn't do this even like 10 years ago.
No, they did because my kids were babies.
Wait,
Ever
Wait,
since
no,
that kid
wait, do they have
Adam.
like bracelets on their ankles or something so they look like, you know what I mean?
No,
like
that's
they can
the
no,
thing.
locate
no,
them?
They have
they've
to-
been whatever.
Right, they just
acute-
live in the
whatever.
area.
They live in the area
Yeah.
where
Right.
even if they've done their time and they're out of jail,
Right.
they have to tell.
Right.
They have to aware the school. The school has
Yeah,
to
yeah,
send
yeah.
out a notice.
Right.
But anyway, the guy who lost his son Adam, what's his name? He does. He used to do a show.
Oh, the guy, America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
The kid, they cut the
Oh.
kid's head
Oh,
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
John Walsh.
Yeah,
John
John
Walsh.
Walsh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
lost his son. But anyway, so he started this thing, and so
Yeah.
I go on it and I Google it, and I do it, and I go, oh my God, and then I notice an address that I kind of know, so I'm looking through
He's
my
in your
phone.
house.
No,
Nah. It's my
He's in the
husband.
basement.
It's my husband.
That was my joke.
Yeah.
I used
Oh,
to
I'm
go,
sorry.
"Oh my God, there's a pedophile living in our house. This is a good website." No, so I look it up, and it's my cousin's fucking block.
No, the fuck. Wait, your cousin's block or it's your cousin's?
It's my
Right.
cousin's block.
Block. Oh,
So I
okay.
go to her. You know that there's a pedophile
living in your neighborhood.
next door to
Oh.
you. She goes, "It's not next door. It's across the street."
Oh.
She goes, "He's not a pedophile. He is a sex offender." She goes, "His girlfriend of
Oh,
like
no.
4 years
Oh, no, this is going to be bad.
said that he raped her. He
Oh.
never raped her
Wow.
How does she know that, though?
because this girl was a psycho. They used to see the
Oh.
girl
Right,
fighting and
right,
throwing
right,
shit
right.
on the
Oh.
you know lawn. So they press charges, got him to get the rape charge
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Never is gonna ever leave his thing. He couldn't go to college. His
Wow.
whole fucking life was ruined
Yeah,
yeah.
because one girl
Yeah.
said
Yes.
she was raped by this guy,
Yeah.
and this kid now is like a delivery driver because
Right.
he never got the
That's-
opportunity.
I know. There are bad
Unbelievable.
women. It's bad.
I always think I always think that when they go, believe all women, I never really understood that because I thought that was misogynist. Because what it's doing is basically saying that you're not capable
Of lying?
of like deceit and Machiavellian deception. You're not really like there's crazy people of all
Right. Well, you know what they say? They say the numbers are like 90%
yes
are true.
yes
But
true
10%
and I
are
believe
not
that.
true. So
I
usually
believe that.
I want to believe the woman.
Yes,
And
yes.
but then you believe the woman a lot of times and then it comes out like remember that Duke University you're like
Oh,
those
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
guys
those
and
fucking punk-
the
yeah,
girl
yeah,
was
yes.
black and
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
then turns out she's fucking lying.
Yeah, she's
she
totally
wanted
lying,
she was shaking them down,
Yes,
she
yes,
wanted
yes.
money. So,
No,
I
but
mean,
but
but
But she could have destroyed all their careers.
right, except that they got a good lawyer, and
Yes.
so you have to get a good.
Yes.
But I mean, but the problem is there are a lot of guys
yes,
who rape the women.
no question.
And
the point
then-
is, why does it have to be this like, oh, we have to believe everybody,
No, you
or don't believe anybody? It was like, how about a middle ground?
Yeah,
which
I
is
always
that,
kind of
well,
feel
we'll
like-
wait till the facts
Yeah,
come in.
wait till the
okay?
facts come in.
Let's
That-
wait till the facts. You know.
Yes.
How about or just say you're guilty until proven innocent in these in case of sexual because that's what it is. When you say believe all women, you're saying well anyone that accuses anyone, that person is guilty until
Right.
proven innocent, and that's like okay. When did that happen? When did I miss a meeting? Like anyway, that's.
But
I
I know when it gets to be like a lot, though, that's when you go, okay, I don't even need to wait. Like
Right.
when it's like 50,
sure.
then you're like, okay, this guy's
Yes,
a
when you're at
fucking-
Cosby level and you got
Yes.
Weinstein and you got what
yes,
I mean? Like
those
yes,
people,
absolutely.
you're kind of like, but
Okay.
even if some of them are wrong or some of them are lying, the
Yeah.
other 45 aren't,
Yeah.
or the other 40 or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway,
No question about it. I totally understand that.
who are you
How did we
looking
get
at,
onto this?
Carrie?
Oh, you were her stalker. She was
Yeah.
She had a guy jerk off in the
pedophile,
car.
jerking off in the car.
I had a guy jerk off in the subway at me.
Okay.
Then, well, not at me,
A
but he
date?
was no, but he was no.
Another
He
date?
was across where the trains
yeah,
were.
yeah.
So you're standing there waiting for the train, just looking straight
Yes.
ahead. He lines himself up
Yes.
directly with you, but
Yes.
across the way.
Yes, I had a-
And you're just looking, and you're like you're
Yeah.
looking, but you're not sure what you're seeing. The hands moving a lot, and his pants
Right,
aren't down around
yes.
his ankles. They're
Right.
just. And then you're like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
guy's jerking off.
Yeah.
And then you walk down to the other end of the thing.
Right.
And then he walks down to the other end. And he just stalks you from the other side.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I would have said, "Fuck you, come already."
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
But here's the thing: what I don't understand.
Wow.
I don't understand how someone from such a distance can do it for you.
Yeah.
The shock on their faces,
Wait a
they
minute, this
just
is-
are waiting
This
for the
is the
shock on
yeah,
their
why
face.
this
is
is
that-
the issue that Carrie has with this.
Why
right?
is that hard to
The
believe?
problem I
Like
have
I
is
would
that
need
it's
like
distance.
a naked body.
I need some
like-
intimacy, is what you're saying,
Yeah,
Carrie.
you need
When a
some
guy,
sort
if a
of
guy in a subway wants to jerk off in front of me, I want some proximity.
But I don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Looking at me with my,
Yeah.
Parker coat on, with, my.
I don't know.
Your
Guys,
parka coat.
Imagination's a powerful thing.
I guess.
You know, like
Or a terrible childhood. Like
Yeah.
Well,
maybe
the guys
somebody.
that got off on like flashing people.
Well, that
Remember
was-
the flashers?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
weird.
They were,
what was what happened to that? There was that's
Did you
what
ever flash?
I would
flashed
start
once.
laughing.
yeah, because that's what I did.
At
That
college.
joke that you told me about the
What's the
masturbation joke that I
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying. I said that because they say the guys are luring women back and it's an exercise of power. which
Yes.
for me, I never consider masturbation very much of a power move.
Right.
Okay, even, like maybe I'm not doing it right, but I've never. There's been a lot of feelings I felt after masturbating,
Yes.
but empowered was never one of them. You know, I've never finished masturbating and thought I'm king of the world. You know, I've never felt triumphant after. I don't
shameful.
understand.
Felt like a weird loser.
Yeah,
If you're
exactly.
Catholic, it's shameful.
That's why I think that's not a powerful move.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't know if
See,
that guy in
right.
the corner is going, I feel so powerful right now.
I
That-
know,
that-
it's
Right,
weird.
guys jerking off is different than girls jerking off.
Mhm.
Like girls
Right.
don't. You play with yourself. Girls don't have that shameful. I'm a loser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you have?
You have a wow. That was great. I
You have a
enjoyed
what?
Sleep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of shame in that.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
But
But the guy in the subway, that's a pretty gross move. But I don't think that guy's walking around feeling good about himself. I don't think that put a spring in his step.
No.
Okay?
And then I got
You
the
know,
other
like-
guy at Central Park.
Yeah.
I'm coming up the stairs, and he's looking down at me, and there he is. Blip, blip, zit, zit,
Yeah,
zit
wow.
again.
That's New York.
They're all over.
Yeah.
I
Right?
Blip, blip, zit, zit,
Zit,
zit.
zit,
Did
zit.
you
I
get
would
dick
laugh in his
pics,
face.
too?
I'd be
Did you
like,
get-
I've seen bigger dicks on fucking infants.
You have so much more balls than me. When I saw that, I fucking ran hyperventilating because I thought, he's going to rape me. Like,
Right,
why is his
right,
dick
right.
out? And
Yeah.
I'm in Central Park where nobody else is. You know, like, you're, like, scared, right?
Well,
But-
women, that's the whole thing about being a woman is such a thing that guys can't even.
Yeah, you
even-
don't get
You can't
it.
even fathom the
No.
idea that you can be killed any moment of any day by every person everywhere. Like guys cannot understand that female mentality. They don't realize to be a woman is to be in a constant state. It's just the default is
Yeah.
I could be murdered in 2 minutes right now, like all the time. And being a guy, yeah, you could, some guy could stab you with something, but it's totally different. For
Yeah.
it's like,
This girl that used to work for my in a bar that I used to work in, she used to wear these little mini skirts, and she was from like I don't know South Carolina, I don't know somewhere like real like safe.
Wait, she worked in the bar? Or she drank
worked
in the
in
bar?
the bar with
Oh.
us, and she always wore these little mini skirts, and she would walk home at 4 in the morning.
Mm.
She just would walk instead of taking a cab,
Right.
which
Uh-oh.
would cost her $8.
Okay.
And a homeless guy grabbed her.
Oh boy.
Grabbed her, pulled her into his box or wherever the fuck.
right,
He put
right,
a
right.
knife
Yes.
under her neck,
Right.
so she got scared right there. She could have fought him off
Right.
if she would have screamed.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
She
right.
got so
You're
scared because
afraid.
she was from like like
Where
Ohio.
people don't
like,
do
some-
shit like
yeah,
that.
people don't do-
Yeah.
And he raped her.
Oh, jeez.
And then the whole thing is then she had to worry about AIDS. But forget
Yeah.
about the AIDS for a second. What about the bug beds, the bed bugs, and all the other shit that was on
Wow.
his dick?
Wow.
The dick bugs.
Wow.
Yeah, you could get that. I know. That's.
Because he's homeless and he hasn't showered. His dick has to smell.
That's a clinical diagnosis.
Wow.
Well, I
The
think
dick
the
bugs.
smell is the least of your
Wow.
problems.
We're really tackling the everything from a
Look at-
very, very fresh
Look at Brian
perspective.
Scott.
I'm a
McCarthy's like-
germaphobe.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm a germaphobe.
Carrie's biggest concern is bed bugs,
Dick
getting
bugs.
raped
I'd be
by
like,
a homeless
can you
guy.
just at least wear a
Good.
condom?
Yes, yes,
A clean one.
yes. Wow.
Could you
Okay.
just use a
Anyway.
light bulb?
Yeah,
Call
a light
back.
bulb.
right.
Hello. Anyway,
May I change the subject?
sure, please do.
Okay.
I'll
Do
pay
you make
to
a
change the
living at this? You make a living at comedy?
I mean, but I
A
do
good
voiceovers.
living? A
No, but I
good-
do voiceover. I'm an actor and I do voiceovers.
But when you
and I
say
do-
you're an actor, you know how many comics say they're actors? Like,
No,
what
but I
the
mean,
fuck?
I know, but I've been doing voiceover since I was a kid. So I was like, I used to be the Honey Nut Cheerio Bee. I was I'm the.
You were the Honey Nut Cheerio
Yes,
bee. Who
yes.
else were
You
you?
know, Patty's really blasting you, like saying you have no career. You're a
I
fucking
know, I
saying
know.
you have no career.
How do you make money
I'm just
doing
saying,
this? guess.
I can't figure
It was the
out.
bee and the
Yeah.
Cheerios. That's
that-
residuals
How
coming
many
in.
years
People
ago
make
was
li-
the fucking bee?
No, but
Oh, are you still making
He was
money?
a
I was
baby
on
bee.
Murphy Brown like this year. I mean, what do you want from me? Yeah,
Once.
so what do you want
But
from me?
how do you
But it
make
doesn't matter.
money
There's
from
No,
no
but
residuals.
I made residuals. I've
From
done
what?
very
From-
well.
Oh, from you.
I've been doing network national commercial. I can't. What do I?
You're defending
Yeah,
your
well,
network.
I know.
Why
No,
do
but
you
my point
have
is that
to explain yourself.
yeah, no, it's the weirdest thing.
Defend
Like,
yourself.
no, if
No,
you're
go ahead.
I've been a voice actor for a lot of years, for like 30 years.
Okay.
And so I've had major accounts and things like that, and that's where most of my money was made, as
But
well
you've
as doing
done
stand-up.
commercials,
So
too.
lots of commercials, yes, lots
But
of
aren't the
commercials.
voiceover commercials now buyouts instead of in the old
Most of
days?
them, most of them are, but it's okay
Still.
for me because I made
you
my
booked
money.
so many.
I
You
booked-
already made your money. What does
Oh,
that
yeah.
mean?
I did.
So you
very
have a
well.
savings somewhere? You're trying to say?
I did very well.
Are you a millionaire?
No,
Really?
Not really. Not a millionaire.
Wait a
but
minute.
I'm doing
Close.
okay. I'm doing okay.
So
So
you
I
don't
bought
have to
an
worry
apartment.
when you.
I bought an
You
apartment.
bought an apartment?
Yeah, I bought an apartment 20 years ago. Like when I was really kicking ass in the.
Yeah, that was when the voiceovers were.
Yeah,
you
but
got
I did.
res-
I
Did
did
you
movie.
put money away for your retirement?
Absolutely.
You
I was
did?
a
I'm an
maniac.
idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I am an idiot.
I
You're an
saved
idiot.
I am an idiot.
all those years. I was like, I would take money and I would go squirrel. I'm saving up, baby. 'cause,
I
you
only
know.
spend my money. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
see?
do. I'm
Yeah.
terrible.
See,
Yeah.
and then you married poorly because does he have a pension?
Yeah, yeah.
No, he doesn't have a pension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm fucked for the. I just said to this to Kevin
Wow.
the other day. I
Really?
said, I'm so fucked.
Yeah.
I go, if you ever die,
Oh God.
I am so fucked in the
Yeah,
ass
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because what am I? I
What,
make
does he
shit
have-
money in comedy.
You'll move
Yeah.
in with me.
Does he have life
How much? You must be
insurance
pulling in lots of
policy?
cash
There's
on
no
this
life
podcast.
insurance.
He doesn't have any life.
What
No
about
life
this?
insurance.
What about this
See,
podcast?
We
Yeah,
lose money
you
every
lose
month.
money. But
Big
listen,
money.
here's
Big
the
money.
thing.
Yeah.
Comedians don't look at like into that. Like they start their comedy career like,
Right.
yay!
Exactly.
But they don't realize that they should have been took the cop test too and
Sure.
done both so they could have that pension coming.
Yeah, but I never worried about that because I was doing voiceovers before I was doing comedy. So
And
I
that-
always
right.
did that.
But you always in the entertainment.
I always had
business.
network national spots running all the time. I was numerous campaigns that I was always like a talking animal on something. I was a sort of sheep. I was a
Let's
honey
hear the
nut, you're a
sheep
bee.
voice.
Serta mattress. Oh, those Serta mattresses make me
Serta
so mad. I'd like to rip that mattress apart.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
like to rip that
That's pretty
mattress
bad,
apart.
right?
I'd
But
like
I
to.
did films.
rip
You know,
it
I was in
apart.
Robots with Robin Williams. I was in
Did you
Ice
meet
Age
him?
2. No, we were in
But
separate
you
booths.
do have a very.
Thank you.
Your voice is very.
It's an instrument.
Thank you.
It
yeah.
goes all over. You can do
Yeah.
anything.
I don't know if I was going towards the compliment part.
Yeah,
of it,
no, but I was just.
no,
It's unique.
no, you know, it's unique and it like you
Recognizable.
have that Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
type
Yeah,
It's
of-
got a little bit of
you
a
got that
swallow.
Ray Romano
Yeah.
kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could do
So-
Ray Romano
Yes,
impression.
absolutely.
See,
Yeah, see what I'm saying
he
there?
could do great impressions.
yeah.
His voice is wonderful,
Yeah.
and I believe you've made a lot of money.
Yeah, I did well.
And you know what? Don't listen to Patty.
No,
She's
I'm
just a
not saying-
miserable bitch.
I'm not
That-
saying you're not making money. I'm trying to figure out
look,
If
Love,
you
I-
should have married him.
I
before
just
I fucking die.
Yeah.
How can I make money in
In
this
this business.
I look
Well,
at
I don't-
people who are successful. I go,
Mhm.
but what? I used to do voiceovers. I made 10 grand off of one
Sure,
voiceover.
there you go, yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
then I went for 5
Then it
years
dried up.
without
40
one.
Look, I did a Kit Kat commercial. I said football shoes. I think was my one. Oh, I said cut Kit Kat break. I played the director. It was a voiceover. It was a TV commercial. I was the voiceover, but you didn't see me. You hear me say cut Kit Kat break. I made $50,000 in 1 year
Whoa.
just from that. And that was when the voiceover business was really
That was back in the
amazing,
90s, right?
Yes.
That's when I
Yes.
was doing it.
And
When
I had like I was the Manny Moe and Jack for Pet Boys, and I was like,
You know what it is? Once you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then
Yeah.
they just book you.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
do.
get him, just get
They
him.
did.
but that
get
didn't
him.
happen to me. But you know what I was
But
good
you
at?
didn't have a father who.
You know what? That's true. You know what they
Loved
would
you.
book me for?
Ouch.
I had they used to have the L'Oreal girls and
Yes.
and their voices would be like this.
Right.
So they would use my voice and I
Oh,
would
yeah,
use my
yeah.
sexy
So you have a
voice and
sexy
I'd be
voice,
like,
yes.
"Oh,
Totally.
L'Oreal."
Did you ever take a VO class with anyone? 'Cause
No.
You have a very sexy voice.
No, I used to be
Yeah.
the
What?
sexy voice girl.
No, when she's doing that.
When I'm not talking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this,
yeah,
like
yeah.
my voice, but I
When
would
she
be
can do
like,
that.
"Come use
Yeah.
L'Oreal," and I was
Hey, there
younger,
you
so
go, see?
and they'd go put a smile on it, and I'd go L'Oreal.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
smile,
See?
L'Oreal,
Who-
and they'd book me to
Yes.
match, and I
Yep.
could I'd watch the video, I
Yep.
could match my voice
Yes.
to these beautiful girls' lips.
Yes.
And then I'd be the sexy voice. Because I told you, I used to do like porn voice. I was the
Yeah, yeah,
porn
yeah.
girl voice in porn. But back in the day, before I was all New York and old and talk like this, you know,
Yeah.
And
but
bitter.
and bitter and
Angry.
hard and
Right.
you know, I could be sexy if I
Jaded.
had to
Yeah.
with my voice.
No, but
Anybody's-
in the voiceover business, you always have to be. There's different times. When I first got into the city, I was the surfer dude on so many commercials because no one in New York could do a surfer dude voice.
Let's
for some
hear
reason.
it.
So Keanu Reeves, when they did Bill and Ted's Excellent Cereal, they came out with a cereal. Bill and Ted's Excellent Cereal.
I don't even
they
remember this.
Yeah, no one remembers this. Okay, and so but they came in. They came out with it because it was. And the movie was a real big hit, so they put a cereal out, and of course Keanu wanted $1 million to do the VO, and so I did his voice, say saved money. Oh, it's got cinnamon oats and marshmallow notes. It's the most excellent way to start your day, right? Like, or something like that. And that played for like 2 years, and then the next movie came out and bombed, so they took the cereal off the market. But I was Keanu for like I think 2 or 3 commercials. I think.
So now still you get voiceovers. Like, do you get Disney movies ever?
Yeah.
Disney movies?
You have a voiceover agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paradigm.
Great.
So I did.
Oh,
I was in
that's a nice
Robots, Ice Age 2.
Okay.
I did tons of, I've done tons of cartoon pilots and like all kinds of stuff like that.
But
so
is
you'll
there
always
money
hear
in it now or just back in the 90s for voiceover?
There's less money and less work now. No question about it. It's not what it used to be. But luckily, I had like a 15-year.
Do you have
20-year
Obama to
period.
blame for that?
Yeah, it was definitely.
Look at Patty.
Yeah.
Look at Patty.
Wow.
Oh!
Speaking of Trump. Wait,
Wait,
speaking
I have to
of
go soon.
Trump.
I have to go on stage.
$5,000 deductions.
The
no
wall's got to
deductions.
go up.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
pay for that wall.
Yeah.
Wait,
speaking
are you
of
leaving?
Agent of Trump. I have to.
Wait a minute. I
got
might
a
have
spot.
another question for you.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I got another spot. I got a
Hold
spot.
on. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. You
Here?
can still.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have no.
Wait a minute.
You guys can talk to each other.
Can
Adam's
we
still
talk
here.
to each other?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead if you
What was
want to
the thing?
go.
No, I'm just saying.
I was going to ask about Kate Smith.
Oh, what? Oh, about Kate Smith? Oh, that's
Or
crazy.
do you not care?
No, but that's crazy.
It's
I mean,
crazy,
it is
right?
crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
What
no,
is
but
it?
the point is I don't understand the thing with Kate Smith. Well, Kate Smith, they found out that Kate Smith had sung this kind of like a racist-y song
That had the word pickaninny
pickaninny
in it.
You know what I mean? It's kind of.
But it was
racist-y.
in like 1920,
It's
1930.
right? So, but the point is about
And
all
Paul
of that stuff.
Robeson sang it whether it was a
yes,
black
yes,
man.
of course. But the point of that is that I don't understand why baseball doesn't cancel itself. Because
Exactly.
they discriminated against black players for
Ever.
years.
Until Jackie
Jackie
Robinson. And even then they treated him like shit.
Why does baseball get a pass
Right.
and get redeemed
Right.
for changing and growing
Right.
and evolving?
Yes.
No one gets that opportunity because she's dead.
Right.
So she did this mistake. Baseball made mistakes. They rectified those
Right.
mistakes. Baseball was forgiven.
Yes.
They've embraced that. They
Yes.
own that. They take responsibility for it. Kate Smith can't do that.
Right.
So there were attitudes that were back then that baseball had.
Exactly.
Okay? And baseball did this. So why doesn't baseball go, attention everyone, baseball is canceling itself?
That's
because we
right.
just
They're the
found out
most
that we
racist people of
discriminated.
all.
We
Yes.
discriminated against black players since
Yes.
1947.
True.
And we really feel that it is not right. We need to own this. And so we are canceling baseball. We are going out of business. Because if you're going to constantly be doing that and find anything in anyone's thing where you go, all right, well, that can't happen. People are multidimensional and they have darkness in them and lightness in them, and it doesn't serve anything. This is just my opinion, but what do I know?
I agree.
Yeah.
People
So
say things when they're 20
Yeah.
that they don't mean when they're 40
and they're
because they grew
morons,
up.
You know, and then
Right.
you grow up and you
Or they were
evolve and you
drunk.
go, okay, I
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
moron
stupid.
back then. I was an idiot back then. I did stupid things. But Kate Smith is dead.
And
so the point is that yes, that song, whatever, that's like this thing that from a different era. But what does that accomplish? How does that help anything?
Nothing.
Because
It
no one
doesn't.
even knew until a week ago that she had sung this song until they dug it up.
Right.
And now everyone knows, and they go, oh, now we have to tear that down.
you know,
because
Black
of
Well, then
that.
they got to take down everything.
Right.
The Little Rascals
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
get
yeah.
taken
I love
down.
the Little Rascals.
Right, but they all that was what was happening at the time. But today it wouldn't fly.
So there's my
Archie
opinion.
Bunker
I
shouldn't
like it.
be
Thank
on
you for
air.
your opinion.
Anyway,
Listen,
I
tell
gotta
us
run.
where you're going to be this weekend.
I am going to be. That's a good question. Where am I going to be? I will be.
Good
I will
point,
be-
Scott, they
I will be
say.
at the comic strip right here Friday night, and I will be at.
2 shows Friday night.
Yeah, but one show. But I will be here for the one of them. A late show Friday night here, and Stand Up New York. 2 shows this weekend, and West Side Comedy Club as well. This
Okay,
weekend,
great.
so
Thank
Saturday.
you for doing our
All right,
show.
thanks
Thank
a
You're
you
the
lot.
so
best.
much. We
You guys-
loved
We
having
We love
you.
to know
You're
that
very-
Patty's so happy that your mother's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, that made my
Completely
day.
insane.
That
Yeah.
made my
Just
day
made
that you
her-
had a
made
bad
her
childhood.
day.
Crazy as a loon.
Because that's what
Okay.
a real comic has is a
Oh,
bad
God.
childhood. Okay, go,
Unbelievable.
go.
Anguish.
Go.
Love.
All right.
Goodbye. Wait, I have to.
That
read-
was the very funny, the very talented, the very voiceover-ish.
Yeah, go.
Brian
Goodbye.
Scott
Brian
McFadden.
Scott McFadden.
Look him up.
Wait, this is funny. D Train writes, Patty does the voice in my head. D-Train's fucking funny.
I gotta get D-Train in here. Can we get the D-Train in here? And then we'll end
I
up
could probably get him.
Where is he from?
He's from Queens.
Let's
You
get him
know
in
him?
here.
Is he your friend?
I produce his podcast. He does
What's
a
his podcast? What?
The It's in Queens podcast.
Well, bring him on. He's a podcaster.
Give him a shout out.
Okay,
We
listen,
did. What's
we
this-
did.
what's
All
the
right,
name of-
we didn't
what's
know
the-
you had a
What's the
podcast.
podcast name again?
It's in Queens.
Okay, D-Train, hit us up on. Well, we'll ask Adam for your
Yeah,
fucking
I can.
phone number.
I'll just give
Because
him.
D-Train's very funny. His comedy, his comments are very, very funny. So we want to thank all our
Is this the end?
Well,
What time is it?
What do you want to do?
Yeah, we're at like over
seems
an
like
hour,
it's the
so-
end, Patty.
We're over now. Wait, can I say one last thing about Kate Smith? You know what was so sad about that? So as they're deciding what they're going to do about her, they put this fucking black cloth over. There's a statue of her, evidently, I guess, at Yankee Stadium or whatever, and they put this black cloth like she's some bit, and they tied the bottom, and then they show them dragging her statue away like she's some evil. This is a woman who won the Medal of Freedom or something like that. I mean, she did a lot of good shit in her life. Fucking calm down, people. I'm a liberal, and I am begging liberals to calm the
Fucking people. Most of them.
Not all my
Most of them have gone fucking loony bin.
Wait, don't even get me started on your people.
No, but we're level-headed people. Look, I'm not a Republican. Don't get me.
Oh, you're not that crazy.
Don't get me started. I'm not a Republican or a fucking loony left. I am a rational human being.
Wait, rational though? Adam, do you think she's rational?
I am
I
a
disagree with
rational
that.
human
He
being
disagrees
Very
with the
much disagree with
rational
that.
part.
that sees what's going on in this on this earth.
Okay, the rational part, you just lost your whole.
Okay.
You're
You
not
say-
rational.
You
You're
say
Listen.
some of the craziest shit.
Okay,
that
I do
hear
say some of the
only
craziest shit, but
off mic, not even
what
on
I do
mic,
wanna
off
say-
mic.
I do see what has to get corrected on this
Right,
in
right.
this
Well,
situation
here-
that we're in.
Can we agree on this? I think everybody very, very far left and everybody very, very far right are all
insane.
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 The
When you-
answer is somewhat in the middle.
When you hear Richard Jeni, God rest his soul, one of the funniest, most brilliant comedians of our time,
Yes.
do this bit about if you
What's
you
the
ever
bit?
go you decide what you want to be and you go left and then you go a little too far left and you're like, whoa, I think I've gone a little too far left. I
don't know this bit.
Oh, you got to see that bit. Look it up
Really?
on good.
Oh, I will.
It's hilarious.
Really?
He goes, oh, I think I'm a little too far. But what? Now I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying
Well,
that
we
you
were just
have
talking
a,
about people on the extreme ends of the spectrum.
Right.
that
They're-
you
they're-
know
But what
you're
was-
rational. That's
I-
all.
I
We were
don't
talking
know.
about Kate Smith and that
Oh,
you're
yeah,
rational.
it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
Everybody's too crazy. And
People are
somebody
too
else-
sensitive. Stop being pussies.
Somebody else said on Facebook, they go, why don't we just get rid of the $1 bill? Because George Washington had slaves. Let's get rid of the $1 bill. Let's get rid of the 5-cent piece because Jefferson fucked. Everybody did
Let's just
bad
get
shit.
rid of Germany and the whole fucking country.
Yeah. It's,
Can we get rid of those people?
it's like everybody has too much time on their hands to get offended. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, in order to go forward, in order to get start anew, you have to go forward. You can't keep looking back. Sharks never look back.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
just keep going forward. If you keep harboring the fucking past, it'll never go away. Just
Well, and you
look forward.
You're not allowing people to evolve if you constantly
Bringing
look back,
it in.
too.
Our
You're
kids would never know this shit.
Right.
But we keep dragging we're like breeding it onto the new generation.
Kevin Hart, you're going back into his tweets.
Oh,
right?
my God.
He already apologized.
Right.
Right.
They won't let
You're
it
not-
go.
But you're not actually allowing him to evolve because he's like, I said that it was not good. I have changed.
Right.
But you got to allow people to change. Otherwise, they're
And
yeah,
he's
you
a
gotta look forward.
comedian.
He's a comic.
And
He's
he's
a
a
comedian.
comic. So he was half-hearted. It wasn't real. And the
When-
fact, one comedian goes, people were so in an uproar saying that he'll beat his son with a Barbie dollhouse. He goes, They got
funny.
because they were. They said, wait. This is what they said. They go. They were upset that he hates gays, but not that he was going to brutally beat his kid. That was okay.
I remember watching that with Kevin, and I'm like, oh, wow, look at him going after that with the dollhouse. But you know what? It's just a joke. And, he went on that. Did I ever tell you? He went on Fresh Air with Terry Garr. Terry Garr, who
Terry
now.
Gross.
Gross. Terry Garr. Yeah, she's an actor. Terry Gross, who has, I think, false teeth now because she has like this weird lisp now when she does. She never used to lisp. The old ones actually got, like something with her teeth. But anyway. So she wouldn't stop with him. She's like, well, we want to talk about you saying that you would beat your son with a if he liked Barbies. He goes, yeah, it's just like, well, it's just a joke. And she goes, but can you see why people would be upset? He goes, yeah, but he kept trying to get on with the fucking interview and not stick with it.
Yeah,
and
but
she
we're
wouldn't stop.
And his life to get on with his
Right,
life.
but we're comedians.
Right.
I've said so much shit. That
Oh my God, imagine. And she goes, finally at the end, it's like a fucking 15-minute, 20-minute interview. He goes, Terry goes, it's a joke. It's just, I don't know what to tell you. He goes, it's a joke.
I love
it's a
him.
fucking joke.
I love Kevin.
Who cares?
I love little Kev.
I mean, unless it's some, you can tell, I think you can tell, when people have a really cruel intent and they've got bad vibes and, if it's just someone being funny, who gives a shit?
Do you ever perform in front of little young millennials? And I go talk about being fat. So one I go, I'm a fat fuck, and I was talking about being fat. And I go, you know what I'm talking about, sir. There was a 600-pound guy sitting in the front.
Carrie calls
I go,
him out.
you know what I'm talking about, don't you? And they all went, I go, what? I'm sorry, is he not fat like me? He's a fat fuck like me. And they were just like,
yeah, you're not allowed to point out.
no,
Oh, my
they
God.
don't like the truth. They don't like the truth.
I did a show.
They don't want the truth to be told.
I did a show with, there was a black guy who was a magician, okay? And this black guy, oh my God, he's like, okay, can you come up on stage? It's always horrible to follow people who are bringing everybody up on stage. He's bringing everybody up on stage. And you come on. Oh, honey. He goes, let's bring this girl up on stage. He's like an older black guy, right? He goes, bring this girl. Come on up. Oh, and she comes up and she's huge. She goes, oh, we got a big girl coming up here. Ooh, that's what I like, a nice big girl. Nice and big. The place is fucking dead silent. And the girl's just kind of looking very uncomfortable. Like she's not going, yeah, and like shaking her ass around. She's like, I would say fat girl, like a fat girl. And she, like really fat.
I'd be like, shut up, motherfucker. Call me fat.
It was so uncomfortable because then he sees the look on her face. He goes, oh, well, he goes, I mean, I like it though. Like
a brick shit house.
Oh my God. It was so uncomfortable because everyone was like feeling so sorry for this one. Because he brings her up and then starts like,
trying to pat pedal.
But he's saying, I like it, but it's big the way we like it. And she was just, anyway.
Was she a white girl?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like,
she doesn't, white girls don't want to be fat. Black girls don't care if they've got a little ass on
no,
them.
black girls, you know what it is? Because our mothers bash us for everything, so they give us eating disorders. And black women, from the day they're born, their mothers are like, you're beautiful, girl. You are
good.
beautiful. And that is good.
And also,
because they're like, fuck you, I'm beautiful.
Black men will take a big
the
ass,
only
too.
reason why I bash myself and bash fat people is because it's not a healthy thing.
First of all, you're not fat.
Listen, I am. I'm 30 pounds overweight. Shut the fuck up, because you are not even fat at all, and you're like, oh, my stomach.
I do have a bad
Okay.
stomach.
Well, any fat girl would laugh and slap you in the face.
Oh, okay.
But just so you know, fat isn't healthy. You don't see many fat, obese 80-year-olds.
No.
They died
They do
before.
die.
All my fat friends have died. All of them.
God. How old were your fat friends when they
Frank
died?
D'Amico.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
51.
Oh, God, he was very fat.
Susan Mason, 47.
Is she a comic?
She was a comic.
Oh, no.
500 pounds.
Oh.
Gone. Marty Braga.
Who's
Died in his early 50s.
I'm only
He's a
laughing
comic.
because I can't believe this is a comedy podcast. Carrie's listing
I'm
people's
just saying,
names and
if
she's
you're
going,
fat, you got to take the
55,
fat
dead. 47, dead. 62.
Tim Jackson, he was
Dead.
my best friend.
Didn't the Most Brothers die too?
No, God, Patty.
Not the Most Brothers.
the
The
Most
other...
Brothers are the two black guys.
No.
Black comics. They're
thinking of the
funny,
other-
and they're still alive.
No, they're not the Most Brothers. Who are the two fat guys? They were called Happy and...
Howard Fat Man.
No, they were the two fat black guys, and they both died. Well, who were those
I don't
guys?
remember them.
You don't remember these guys?
I don't know, but if you're fat, you got to get it off.
Okay.
Your body can't handle it.
True that.
True that.
Speaking of, you still with your girlfriend, Adam?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We just want to make sure.
Anyway, thank you, Greg, for saying I'm hot and not fat. Well,
You're not fat.
I'm a little overweight by like 30 pounds, and I think I could get it off by the summer.
The summer of 2028. No, I'm kidding.
It's baby fat. How old are your kids? 30. They're big babies.
I'll tell you this. When I was younger, when I was in my 20s, and I had to I got a little fat around the middle, whatever. I just wouldn't eat like 2 muffins every day. I would have
that
one
would be-
muffin,
and
and
that
that
would be-
would take me right down.
I never got that.
I
in
know
my
you
time.
were so.
I had the hottest body. Now I got like a tit on
It's
my
I
back.
got the I
got
got the
back
back fat
tits.
where the bra hangs over the
Nothing
bra.
wrong with a little back tit.
I'm just
Adam.
being
Back
nice.
tit.
I'm just
Adam.
being
Little
nice.
back tit. Oh, now I'm in trouble because I'm agreeing with you.
No, Adam.
Little meat on their bones.
What about legs? You like a big leg
I
on
like
a woman?
I like
Big
big.
legs.
See, guys
milky-
like big until it comes
milky
to the
thighs.
vagina. Then it's like, that can't be big.
Yeah.
That has to be
What
small.
about the lips? You can have big lips or no?
Oh, I have to have big lips.
Wait, big lips on the vagina though.
Oh,
No.
you're talking about the vagina?
Patty,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about the mouth.
No, not
Patty, you're
Not on the
No,
vagina.
no.
You don't want a big lip.
This-
No.
Okay, this podcast has turned ugly.
Okay, I don't know what happened. We're
Very
talking about
fast.
Kate
Let's wrap this
Smith,
up before
and we
this
got to
gets,
vagina lips. All right, where are you going to be, Carrie?
I'm going to be at Governor's on Saturday night. I'm going to be at Piccola Bussola.
What's a piccolabusula?
It's a restaurant. It's a private party.
Piccolabusula.
Friday night and Saturday night I'm at Governor's. Thursday night I'm at Governor's. Governor's is the best comedy.
All I know
fucking-
is
if you want to become a good comedian,
I.
you go to Governor's. You got the best crowds. And when I hear comedians bashing Governor's,
Who bashes governors? Who gashes
one
governors?
comic bashed Governor's crowds. I'm like, if
Oh,
you can't get
Jerry
a
Seinfeld.
No, it was
He
some
did
other.
on his movie though. He said they were animals like monkeys,
Right,
didn't
that's
hear
where
him
he
say-
came from. He came from Massapequa.
and he thought they were monkeys on his that.
Yeah, they're not.
I
They're
know, they're the
fucking
funny-
people that are fucking. They will laugh at anything. They have no hang-ups.
And you know what? Shit that I can't do certain places because it's too politically correct. I'll go, let me slip it in here. You put it in fucking Long Island. They're like, They don't
They
care.
care. They don't care.
they
They don't have hang-ups.
They don't.
They're laughing because they know it's a joke.
I agree.
My pussy doesn't drag to the floor. It's a joke.
A little to your knee, though, right?
No, it doesn't drag at all. It's actually the opposite.
Mine does.
So anyway, Governors is one of the best clubs.
I
But
agree.
actually, Brokerage is my favorite of the 3
I
Governors
love the
clubs.
brokerage also.
And McGuire's now is becoming one of my favorites because those people laugh at everything
I love McGuire's.
say.
I like the whole Long Island scene. The
So-
best crowds ever.
My point is, come to one of the Governors clubs if you want to see me because that's when I'm my funniest.
You are. Okay. You have 8 million things. I have. Where am I going to
Oh,
be?
Sunday's the real Easter, by the way, everybody.
It's the Greek Easter.
It's
What is
the
the
real
fucking Greek
Easter.
Easter? And then I'll tell you where I'm going to be.
The real
What is
Easter.
the Greek Easter? He rises from the dead. Now he rises from the dead again?
No. You people did it according to the people, your Catholic people.
Yeah.
Did it according to when you wanted your holiday to happen. We did it according to they count the sunrises and the sunsets. The Greek Orthodox book
Yeah.
and the Russians Orthodox book. They count it from the sundowns, how many sundowns there are, and that's when it falls on a certain
so
day.
the Greeks go,
The-
the Catholics are wrong. This is the actual rising of the dead. They believe in a rising of the dead, though?
Yeah, they believe in the whole resurrection, the whole thing. But
Oh, okay.
it's the same exact ceremony or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
the
okay. The
scripture.
eggs, the chocolate eggs.
No.
Don't you
Red
do that,
egg.
though,
We
don't
do
you,
the
the
red
Greeks?
egg. We do the red eggs. We don't do chocolate.
You don't do chocolate eggs?
No.
Your
That-
kids
that-
don't? You don't hide the eggs for your kids?
No, that was an American-made nonsense.
What's the red egg?
the red
a
egg?
red
is-
dye?
It means there's a symbol to the red egg. I don't-
Blood.
The blood of Christ, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. But I don't know. But anyway, my point, what I was going to try
Go
to
ahead.
say
Sorry,
is
before you
it goes
interrupted.
to the sunrise, sunsets, right? Then sometimes you guys always have it in April. Always.
And you're having it in April?
No, because this is how it landed. So every 3 years, it comes to 3 weeks apart, and then it'll go back to the same day because it goes by how many sunrise and sun. So sometimes we're in May and you guys are in April.
But here's the thing: does it really matter what exact
You know,
day?
I don't know if it really matters.
Look
It
at
does
Adam.
matter.
Adam's
If
like,
you're a
when are we
religious
ending
I
this?
just
person,
want to point out that I said I have to leave, and you said, "Can you explain to me the difference between Greek Easter?" Like I have to be gone 5
Wait,
minutes ago.
Can I just
and
say
you were
one
like,
thing? Please
"Here's-
do
here are
my
dates.
voice.
Wait,
Please
wait,
do my
here are
voice
my
one more
dates."
time.
And then you're like,
Okay.
"Could you?"
wait, no, she goes,
Can
here's
you
my.
explain to me? No, you don't sound like that.
Wait, yes, she does.
I thought
Yes,
I
she does.
actually think it's hilarious. the
Do
fact that
Carrie's
you're like,
voice.
Let me just have, let's go over every fucking detail.
Because
What about
Adam
the
has to leave.
What about the red? But what about the red ones? But my kids aren't gonna. My kids aren't gonna. Like the guy just said, "Fucking wrap it up."
He's going like this.
Wrap
And
it up.
she's like,
All right,
but-
quick.
but no,
quick.
But hold on. But what about the fucking? What about these red ones? Though?
I really
Oh,
did do that.
God, she doesn't care.
Which is,
Killing
but
me.
it's so ridiculous that it's funny.
Oh, I'm
Right, because
sweating.
he
I'm
wants
laughing
to
so
go,
hard.
and you're
I can't stop.
nonsense.
I can't stop fucking talking.
Where are you at Uncle
Uncle
Vinny's?
Vinny's. Friday and Saturday down in Point Pleasant. And let me
Yes.
just see if I have anything else coming up.
It's going to be a nice
Probably
weekend too.
Oh, and I'm going to my vagina doctor tomorrow to get more vagina cream, which you may want to do, Carrie. Get that
No.
vagina cream. It will make you want to fuck your husband again.
Forget that. I want to thank everyone on Patreon for
Thank you.
donating your money to us. We love you every month.
Oh.
Thank you. Keep that money coming in. We are
at my arm.
www.patreon.com
Look at this arm. Look how fucking fat my arm is.
/Two Tired Twats.
Two tired twats. The letter or the TWO.
The number TWO.
And if
So
there's
it's
anybody,
patreon.com/Two Tired Twats and donate anything.
And if-
$1, $5,
if anybody's
$3.
listening and they think we're mildly whatever, and you haven't donated, and you're thinking, you know what, I've got an extra,
Mildly whatever, mildly funny. We're hilarious. But besides all that, please like us, leave us a thing. If we've offended you, we're sorry.
No, we're not.
Well,
You're
and
not.
And if for some reason you're like down on your luck, you absolutely can't afford a couple of bucks, at least repost it. Like,
Yes, that's it.
repost,
If you can't
retweet.
afford it, we understand.
Everybody should either
Share us.
retweet
Repost.
Share us.
Get your fucking friends to listen to us.
Yeah, this is getting exhausting
Yeah,
for
we're
no money.
exhausted. We make no money.
We're
lose
tired.
Now we're begging. It's not good.
Listen,
It's
but
like the
forget all
worst
that.
ending to
But
a podcast.
forget all that.
Listen, you motherfucker.
Write a good review on our show, bitches.
Write a good review, you cunts.
Well, I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm kidding.
I disagree. I think
I-
this is the best ending.
I want Terry Gross to interview me. She goes, why did you call them cunts, though? Can you see how you would have offended them? Fuck you, Terry Gross. It's a joke. You old lisping cunt.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we got to go.
All
I'm
right. Thank you
sweating
very much,
from
everybody.
age.
Thank you, Comic Strip Live, 82nd and 2nd
Thank you,
Avenue,
Comic Strip and Adam Hineker.
for
Go
being
to-
such a great guy.
What's your tweet name? You don't give a shit.
At Adam Hineker. You
At
can
Adam
tweet me.
Hineker, Hinniker.
Yes,
And if you
ma'am.
want your own podcast, look him up.
Never calls
Yeah.
me ma'am again. It's for
Ma'am.
old fucking
No,
Good
I call
night.
everybody man.
women
I
with
call
dry
everybody man.
vaginas. Okay, goodbye.
Even ones with wet vaginas. I just love saying ma'am. I think ma'am